What's up, guys? Greg from Spartans Legacy here with another war recap. We arranged with War&Glory, kind of a rematch for us as we lost to them last time on percentage, I believe. Different story this time. Our 10s showed up like they pretty much have never done before. 7 10v10 trips. 9s did really well. We even had a Town Hall 11 triple. So gonna go over like 2 Town Hall 9 attacks. Then I'll do all 7 of the Town Hall 10 triples, and then I'll do the Town Hall 11 triple. I'm gonna start over here at number 25 with Lord Black. Gonna be showing you just a different way to use bowlers. He's been doing these attacks for a little bit now with bowlers in the CC, Shattered Golem. I don't know the terminology for it. I've tried to learn them all. It just doesn't work. But Shattered Golem deployment, he's going to start his wizard down here. He's going to create a real nice funnel. And he's really patient with his funnel. He doesn't rush it. I've seen a lot of people try to rush their funnel, and it kind of tanks the whole raid. Takes his time, and then he's going to wall breaker in right at that wizard tower, and it's going to pretty much open up the core perfectly. He's going to drop his heroes and the bowlers here in 2 seconds, and with this deployment right here, he'll be able to get 2 air defenses, the enemy CC, and the enemy queen. So really well thought out. I mean, if you can get that stuff, Laloon is pretty easy. Bowlers moving in, Golem moving in as well. CC and enemy queen pulled. I mean, poison down. It's pretty beautiful to watch. I won't even lie. I mean, that's just a different way to think about it, and I really like it. I mean, I'm not very good at air raids, but I think it could be awesome if it's mastered. Starting his La Loon portion, hound down a couple loons, and he does a really good job of spacing out the loons perfectly. They pass right to it, and I'm sorry, I thought he got 2 air defenses with his kill squad. He's actually going to get 3. Hounds, 2 hounds on the top air defense. Loon's coming in. He's about to drop his rage, and it's going to be pretty much game over at this point. Air defense is spread out like that. Pretty easy to get if you know how to do it. His queen's still going. She kind of walked around a little bit, but it kind of helps in the long run. She's got like a wizard tower, an archer tower. She's going to grab a Tesla, a couple trash buildings. It just kind of helps clean up at this point. Still has cleanup troops, 2 minions, 2 loons. I mean, really good job on holding them since he already has like 12 of them up. Beautiful raid, just an absolute beauty. I've seen these kind of raids done a couple times. He's been doing them, and I think Bruno has as well. But just wanted to show something different. HCHB kind of gets not boring, but it just is something that's repeated so much right now that it kind of gets repetitive. It's also not the funnest to commentate on, but I'm just going to speed it up here, get through the cleanup portion. He's on his way to 3-star, obviously. Uses his queen ability just to keep her alive for the Skelly Trap. And just a couple storages and the CC left now. Great job, Lord Black. Beautiful raid. Like I said, just something different. Next up, I'm going to be showing ACN's raid. ACN is an elder, does a lot for the clan. He's great with War Match. He's kind of been a tool for that, just because I literally know nothing about War Match. So, and I still know nothing, and we've been using it for quite a while. So I should probably ask him about that. But he's going to have something a little different for his raid too. But he uses a hog better than I've seen in a long time. He's going to get insane value from 1 hog. So he's going to start up top here with the Queen Walk. Forgot how slow it was in the beginning here. So he's going to end up getting the top archer tower, air defense, and a double giant bomb trip from 1 hog. Starts his queen down. here comes that one hog. He's going to take out this mortar, and then he's just going to keep going right down the path. Insane value from 5 troop space. Doesn't even get touched until he trips the double giant bomb. His queen, he kind of lets go a little bit too long for my liking, just because it was so scary how close she got to death. But still kept her alive, so I'm not complaining by any means. Rage down, get her back up to health. There's one archer tower. That hog is still going, heading to the air defense now. He's going to drop a golem here to kind of help the queen out, just so she doesn't die, anything like that. Going to be pulling the CC here in a little bit, and also the enemy queen will be going down. Really well done raid. I mean, that hog is still going, and here comes the double giant bomb trip right now. And that was from one hog. Brilliant. Started his funnel over here at 3 o'clock. Bowler's down. Golem's heading into the compartment now. The CC did not target the queen, so it actually kind of helped out a little bit. Healers, a couple of them rerouted to the golems, keep them alive. King is down, and the bowlers are now just wrecking everything. Jump down to connect those compartments. I mean, it's just wonderful to watch. I mean, really well done. He's at over 40%, and he's used one hog, and he still has 13 left to use. I watched this live. It was like absolutely amazing to watch. Just with the planning and everything like that goes into it, it was really nice to see. Feel like if we could plan like this every time, we would crush everybody. But I understand it is a matter of weekday wars, yada, yada, yada. Tesla farm down here, kind of a scary thing, but doesn't really matter when you've got 6 bowlers and golems and everything like that. Sprinkles a couple hogs in just to loosen up the kill squad to keep moving. Golems take out another giant bomb. Skellies are on the hogs right now, but he still has 9 left to use, and he has barely any defenses left. Healers right here, going to take a little damage, but it was pretty much over at this point. Archer Queen's going to take out that cannon, builder hut, and then the air defense, and then his hogs are just going to come in here. He's got a heal left that he's going to use, which he uses brilliantly, and he's got 2-point defenses left pretty much at this part of the raid. Bowlers walking around the side, just helping clean up the trash, and here goes the last point defense, and that's all she wrote. I mean, it was a little bit of a slower raid, but it was perfect. I have to say, it was a really, really well done raid. Just going to speed it up a little bit just for the cleanup portion, just because we have 7 Town Hall 10 triples to go over, so don't want to sit here for 45 minutes or keep you guys here for 45 minutes. Really well done, ACN. Beautiful job. The value for that one hog was absolutely insane. Okay, now we're going to get into the 10v10 triples. There were 7 of them. We definitely went off this war. I would like to see this more often, just from our 10s. I mean, I understand it was a weekend war, so it's kind of different with the planning, everything like that. So first up, we have 420 Brute on Tybar, or I don't know how to say his name, but now this base, I have to say, was a little bit, kind of looked like Town Hall 9, but definitely not a base we've ever seen before. We definitely did not have this base, anything like it. So he's going to start Stone Golem deployment down the bottom. Whiz down for the funnel, Bowler down for funnel. He's going to break in, and he's just going to pretty much rush the Inferno Tower core. I remember looking at it and going, I don't really know how to hit that base, but somebody probably does. And 420 Brute did. So he drops his queen down, making a great funnel. And he's going to have 20 hogs in the bag to pretty much crush defenses. Bowlers down, jump down, and they're moving into the core after these wizard towers. Um, Great hold on his king. It was delayed king, just keeps him alive longer. P.E.K.K.A. in the CC decided to freeze the P.E.K.K.A., baby dragon, queen, everything like that, just to take care of him pretty easily. And he also got the Inferno Tower. Well done. I mean, just absolutely mows this base down at this point. The hogs are going around the outside. There is Teslas in that dead space, I believe. Yes, there's Teslas in the dead space up there. But Kill Squad's still moving forward. Inferno beating on them, but they're gonna be okay. I mean, there's just so many things in there right now. The bowlers, everything like that. Uses the heal for the hogs up top. I mean, with that many hogs, if they're not getting hit by an Inferno Tower, they're gonna crush a lot of things. A couple bowlers got caught in the compartment before that, going down south, but didn't need them anyway. Last Inferno Tower is about to go down now. He still has Queen's ability, and I mean he's got only a couple defenses left. I mean, you really look at the base. There's a lot of trash buildings at this point, but what do I count? Two archer towers, two cannons, a mortar, and that's about it. I mean, the air defense is there, but that doesn't really hurt his raid. Uses a haste just to speed up the hogs. I've seen a couple people do that just to make them move a little faster. Well done. I mean, can't say it enough. I mean, I know nothing about Town Hall 10 triples, so anything is awesome to me. Last point defense is about to go down. Those hogs are on it right now, and then it's just cleanup at that point. Well done. I mean, his queen is barely alive. I mean, I can't even see any health on that bar. But just going to speed it up for the cleanup portion. Really well done. I mean, I can't believe the queen is still alive. I remember a bunch of us talking about it, like, that was so close to just being a totally different raid if the queen went down. Brilliant. Well done. And then we just have 4 buildings left to clean up. And he still has a decent amount of troop space up as well. I mean, bowler, hogs, everything like that. So, great job. There's the first Town Hall 10 triple. And he did that with lower heroes, by the way. I have to stress that with this current meta right now, it doesn't really matter what level your heroes are. We had a couple guys do it with lower heroes and make it look easy. Next up, Mike. Sorry, guys, talking this long makes me kind of thirsty and parched. So if I take a pause, I'm probably getting a drink. So he's going to come in here with a minor attack. He's going to try to start his funnel there. Minion down. Lost one to an air bomb, and lost another to an air bomb. But figures it out. Had a couple extra just in case. These minor attacks are getting really strong and really crazy with the troop composition. He's going to start his queen down. Healers down, obviously. He brought 24 miners. I've seen people bring 32. I've seen people bring 16. It's kind of all over the place. But he wall breaks in. Just to get the queen moving into that core, take out the air defense. Minions, he had to replace a couple, but they're still going, still helping out with the buildings over there. Air defense is about to go down. Drops his rage just to keep his queen alive. One archer tower down, another archer tower down. Here comes the enemy CC. Great poison. And then I forget where he jumps to, honestly, but we'll figure it out. I have 7 Town Hall 10 triples to remember, so it's kind of tough to remember who does what and where it goes where and yada yada yada. Enemy king, about to go down as well. Use another rage to keep the queen up and the ability. Queen's gonna walk around the compartment, take out this other compartment. He's gonna have Wiz down here on the bottom, just to start funneling as well. His one minion is still up, and then he starts his miner deployment up top. Miners are absolutely insane right now. I know everybody knows it, but his king is down there. Jump straight to the Inferno, just so he can take out the one Inferno. That's kind of one of the important things about these miner raids, is only having to deal with one Inferno with your miners. He has a couple Valks with his king just to make sure he actually gets the Inferno. But it's going to be wrecked really fast. I mean, the miners even slow down my computer. Just because of all the frame rate and everything like that. Both Inferno Towers about to go down. He still has a heal left, and a bunch of miners up. His queen's still up. King's still going. I mean, just an all-around great raid. The miners are definitely the strongest troop right now. I know bowlers are very second, or very close second in that aspect. But I have to say the miners are pretty ridiculous right now. A lot of people are starting to use them, Town Hall 10s. I've been experimenting at Town Hall 9 with them, but I haven't. The only way you can bring them is in a CC, so I'm not totally sure if it's worth it or not. Just because you sacrifice your bowlers. But Skelly's hitting on the miners right now. His queen's still going, has healers on her, everything like that. Kind of slowed down at this point, kind of got a little scary, but it's hard to tell how many miners you actually have up, just because it's chaos when they're going along. Only a couple point defenses really left. Queen's about to take out the Expo. There's a Tesla, and then there's pretty much an Archer Tower at that point. So it's going to be game, set, match at this point. Queen, I don't believe survives, or does she? I forget whose raid. I think there's a raid that somebody's queen dies, and they still 3-star. But drops a poison on the Archer Tower just to swag it, pretty much. Miner's still working on the trash buildings, and on his way to a 3-star at this point. Only a couple buildings left. Has like 10 miners up. I don't know how many exactly. I can't tell. But well done. I mean, we've seen a lot of the mass miner raids. Not mass miner, I shouldn't say that, but miner raids at 10. The mass miner is like 54 miners or whatever it is. It's ridiculous. I'm also on a time clock here. I got to get to work here in like a half an hour, which is fun. So, okay. Next up, Leroy. I believe he 6-packed this war as well on 10s. I can't remember. But another 10v10 triple. Another miner raid. 28 miners this time. Gonna start his queen walk down here at the bottom. Baby dragon for funneling. That's been like a very, very big thing recently, is everyone using them for funneling just because of how strong they are. Excuse me, I gotta take a sip of water. Queen moving up. The baby dragon took out a decent amount of buildings just to make sure that queen goes the right way. He has 3 rages, 2 heals, 2 poisons. Poisons are really essential for minor raids, and breaks into that core. Tesla's poison, the CC here in a little bit, rage down. I mean, it's crazy to see some of these walks. I can't stress enough how crazy these guys are starting to get with walks. Just the wall breakers, everything like that. It's just insane. I mean, that wall breaker looked like it opened up a little bit too much, but it's still okay. Hog down to pull the CC. Heroes are coming down as well. And I mean, he's getting a lot of value from this one walk. For the amount of time he does on it, it's a good amount of value that he needed. Rage down, keep the queen alive. I mean, it's all about keeping the queen alive. He's going to drop his king over at 9 o'clock. Start off over there, push him just so the miners have a straight funnel across the base. Uses the queen ability, enemy queen going down. And then the miners start coming in. I mean, it's crazy to watch. He does it brilliantly. And I believe he gets the Inferno Tower with his queen before the miners can even get there. It's all about the funnel with the miners, getting them straight across the base and keeping your queen alive. I mean, if you can keep the queen alive on most of your raids, you're gonna do really well. Inferno Tower about to go down. Queen's still alive. Just picking off buildings at this point. Miners going crazy on the outside there. He still has 2 heals and a rage left. So, I mean, he could use it on his queen if he really needed to. Or miners. I mean, at this point, use it where you need it. Heal down. Does a good job of getting the heal down before they hit the Inferno Tower. Just so they can heal while moving towards it. Because they heal underground. And Queen kind of got stuck on the town hall on the opposite side. But doesn't really matter because his miners are just going crazy through the core. Drops a rage down for the miners. Just absolutely crazy to watch miners under rage. And on his way to a 3-star. Great raid. Different army comp for this one, obviously, as you can tell from Mike's, but it's definitely a very viable strat at Town Hall 10. Need a little bit of planning just to make sure you get the right value, for like enemy CC, an Inferno Tower, preferably the heroes, because the miners can really take a while on King or Queen. But I'm going to speed it up at this point. I mean, all point defenses are pretty much down at this. Yeah, they're all down at this point, and just a beautifully done raid. I can't even commentate on miners right now, or comment really, I should say. But another 10v10 triple. Well done, Leroy. Sorry, checking my clock. Sorry to be in such a rush, but got work to do. Got to pay the bills somehow. Next up, Grizz. Another triple for him. He's been tripling like 7 straight wars, something like that. For ranged wars, I should say. I don't know about farm wars or anything like that. Feels like we haven't had a farm war in forever. 5 healers, 29 miners, and he's going to obviously miner this base. The skinny bases like this seem to really do poorly against miners. All 5 healers on the queen. She's starting her walk. Minions down just to push her up a little bit. Baby dragon down the bottom just to help out with the funneling again. Wall breakers in. Queen taking out the town hall. Always kind of a big roadblock for a little bit, but not the end of the world. Now, like I said before, the important things to get with these raids, the minor raids, is the enemy CC, Queen, and possibly King. But one of the heroes is definitely important, just because the miners can just take forever. Queen walked a little bit there. She was supposed to go in right away, but she eventually does come back in. Rage down, keep her alive. Enemy CC is pulled, poison's down. Air defense is going down. The one air defense is hitting the healers a decent amount. But he's getting what he needs to from this. It was a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC, so kind of went down quick. Can mess up a queen walk, though. I will say that. Uses his ability. Air defense about to go down. And he used king and bowlers on the other side just to funnel. I mean, if you can, he's creating a straight line from Inferno to Inferno, and it's just great to see. He loses his queen. This is the raid I was thinking of. He loses his queen and still triples. Just a really well done raid. I mean, if you lose your queen pretty early on and you still triple, your plan was pretty solid. Healers onto the miners, which is stupid strong. If you ever can get healers onto miners, they just go forever. You just have to worry about air defenses at that point. First Inferno about to go down. He's created a perfect line straight to the other funnel. He's got to go through a couple Teslas, the Queen, everything like that. But his healers are on them at this point. He has an extra heal, 2 heals, I should say, to get there. And it's just going to power through them. The healers just go into town, basically. I mean, the air defense is hitting them a little bit, but it's going to go down before it does any real damage. Heal down on the Tesla farm, and he still has bowlers going around the outside. Those bowlers have literally walked 5 country miles by now. And this is just a different way to do it. I mean, obviously he queen walked one side, bowler and king on the other side to create the funnel, and then straight through the 2 infernos. The CC is the most important, I have to say, because a baby dragon will crush a minor raid like you wouldn't believe. So great job, Grizz. Keep up the good work. I know you've been working at it pretty much night and day, and it's showing. He's, like I said, he's like had 7 triples in the last like 7 arranged wars, something like that. So great work. Keep it up. The healers just went down, but he still has so many miners at this point, it kind of is null and void. 1 Expo, 1 Wizard Tower, 1 Mortar, and then that's all she wrote. And the last defenses are about to go down here soon. So great job, Grizz. Like I've said, we had a whole bunch of triples, and you've been doing it for quite a streak right now. So keep up the good work. Keep practicing. He is friendly challenging 24/7 right now. So if you're ever on an SL, you'll see him probably friendly challenging. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. A couple more raids to go through. Should have 2 more Town Hall 10 triples and then the Town Hall 11 triple. I know it's a little bit of a longer video, but it is what it is. So 420 Brute had a 6-pack. Hitting a higher base now, and he's doing it with 3330, something like that. So just it goes to show you that the heroes aren't always the key to success. It's going to start a queen walk down here. Excuse me. He's got 22 hogs, a couple bowlers, golem. Just going to overload an inferno at that point with that many hogs. I mean, it's just good to see something else. I mean, we had a bunch of minor raids the last couple, and then he's doing his thing with his hogs. Queen walking north. Doesn't have any wall breakers for this raid, so he's not going to be able to break in and out or anything like that. Excuse me. Rage down to keep the queen alive. That was a little bit of a risky corner there, but he figured it out. Excuse me. Golem down, Wiz on the other side to create the funnel, jump down, and what he's basically going to do is come right down the center. He's going to drop his bowlers in, and it's just going to be straight down the middle to get the infernos and any defenses, CC, yada, yada, yada. Really well done with the patience for the funnel. I mean, the queen was basically just one side of the funnel. Poison's going to come down for the CC. And healers are on to the queen and the bowlers at this point. And it's just absolute carnage in the middle. He dropped almost all of his hogs on the one side, just because they should path right to the inferno. He's got 3 heals for it, so he's just sprinkling hogs up top just to make sure that the other hogs go right to the inferno tower. It's a lot of hogs, and it worked out beautifully. The kill squad's still going strong in the middle. The first Inferno Tower's about to go down. Um, I mean, I've never seen that base before, and he made it look simple. I know we had a couple variations of the bases for friendly challenge, but not all of them. His queen still has ability. He still has two heals. He still has cleanup troops. Um, queen is about to take down the other Inferno Tower, and he still has a ton of hogs up to get through the rest of the base. Um, Still has two heals to keep him up. He just has to worry about spring traps a little bit, which he just lost a couple hogs to. But Queen's still going strong. I mean, just use the ability there, keep her alive, and just a beautiful raid. He is always comes up with these crazy plans, everything like that. I've always wondered how he comes up with it, but he does. He just knows exactly how to funnel and everything like that, which I might do a revisit on like funneling and yada yada yada, just so we have that on the books. Just because sometimes even myself mess up a funnel pretty easily when it should be like second nature at this point. So he's got one cannon, one Tesla left, and clean up buildings. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Really well done. I mean, that's a 6-pack on 10s for him. That's a great job. Something that I would never consider even possible for me. Trying to think where I was. Sorry, lost my train of thought. But like I said, it's just nice to see hogs used again. I've always loved hogs, and he used them perfectly. I mean, they pushed directly to the Inferno and right around the core, right around the edge there where he needed them to go. Great job, 420 Brute. Sitting at 32 minutes for the video right now. Sorry, guys, but I wanted to do a nice video, a long one, everything like that. Okay, last Town Hall 10 triple is by I Am Groot. Another minor raid. It's just so strong right now that it's definitely worth using. It's going to use baby dragons, create a little bit of a funnel on both sides. 3 heals, 1 rage, 1 jump, 2 poisons. It's going to start his queen walk. He has 24 minors, which is a little bit different, obviously. He has a golem. I forget what he has in the CC, but it does a great job with this base. I mean, we failed on it a couple times before that, and he totally changed the plan, everything like that, and came up with this, and it was an awesome raid. Baby Dragon's still going up top. Golem down. Oh, sorry, that drifted a little bit too far. King's down. There's a Troll Tesla there, but King took care of that. Wiz to funnel the King. He's going to break in, and he's going to jump to the Inferno. Going to be able to take care of an Inferno. The Queen. I'm trying to think what else he gets. Inferno, Queen, CC, and a couple point defenses pretty easily. Queen's still going strong. Doesn't need to use ability yet. Rage down. Here comes the enemy CC, and does just a really good job so far of funneling them all into it. Minor raids are a little harder to compensate or comment on just because they're chaos. Enemy CC is about to go down. It was a dragon, loon, minion, I believe. But definitely one that can mess up a raid. Queen about to take out Town Hall and then the Inferno Tower. King is still going along. 3 heals left to complete the raid, and I mean, the miners are just going through like crazy. He still has one miner left for cleanup purposes, and heal down for this group of miners here that just keep pushing through. He did lose his king, but that's okay. At this point, he got what he needed to from his king. All the miners are about to crush that builder hut and go right to the Inferno Tower. It's just insane. It's just insane what you can do with miners right now. 58%. He still has a ton of miners, his queen up, and a heal left. I mean, he's on his way to a 3-star, obviously. Skelly traps can hold up your miners for the most part, and this king here also slows them down pretty nicely. But there are just too many of them at this point to really do anything. Queen still going along. Took out the air defense. Healers took a little bit of damage, but not the end of the world. And he's got 5-point defense left right about this time. And he still has his queen, a bunch of miners, everything like that. Makes it look so effortless. I can't say it enough. I mean, makes it look like it's nothing, but it's obviously very tricky, very hard, as we failed on this base a bunch of times before that. I mean, I'm going to speed it up at this point just because it's basically cleanup. That cannon is about to go down, who's targeting the queen. He's got one archer tower, one whiz tower left, and trash building. So, beautifully done. I'm just worried about time for the video. That's a long-ass video. And we still have a Town Hall 11 triple to go over. So, like I said, our best performance from our 10s in a long time. Absolutely crushed it. Can't really say much else. I mean, if I would love to see this every war, just to really crush some people. I mean, it doesn't always happen depending on bases and yada 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 and other performances, everything like that. So, but I feel like we're on a great path right now, and hopefully we can keep improving. And lastly, I'm going to show the Town Hall 11 triple. Should be about a 40-minute video. Sorry for being so long if you had to watch it all, but not the end of the world. I'm looking for it right now. Here it is. Okay. So Professor Tong came in and tripled a Town Hall 11 again. So that's... I've tried it a couple times. It just doesn't work right, for me at least. But he's gonna start his queen walk. Couple healers. He's got kind of a mixed bag for his army. Couple bowlers, couple miners, golem, baby dragon, everything like that. Baby dragon down up top for funneling purposes. Excuse me. Queen's still going along. Three heals, one rage, one jump. Poisons, obviously. That's pretty standard composition for miners, but I wouldn't even begin to think of what needs to happen for a Town Hall 11 triple. Archer Tower going down. Queen about to hit these storages for a little bit. Does a really good job of setting up what he wants done. Really takes his time, make sure it all develops correctly. Baby Dragon again up top, just to clear out some more buildings. Air defense is going to hit it, so it goes down pretty quick, but it's what he needed. First storage down, second storage is about to go down to the queen. Queen coming down. And with this setup, he should be able to jump right to the Eagle and Inferno compartment. just to take care of the Eagle, Inferno, CC, enemy Queen, everything like that, all in one shot. Golem down, whiz the funnel. Wallbreaker's in. Has a couple bowlers to go along with his kill squad here. Golem's taking a lot of damage, but it's what's needed. Really being patient on his drop. There goes his king and his bowlers. Eagle has been activated, but he sends the Grand Warden with him. Definitely something that everyone does differently is where they put the Grand Warden, and he does it perfectly. Enemy CC's pulled. It's a golem. I mean, a little bit worrisome with that, just because golems can do a ton of damage to miners, everything like that. Uses Grand Warden ability, King ability, everything like that. And the Eagle will be going down. A ton of point defense is going down because that one compartment was like 3 Archer Towers, 3 Whiz Towers, a cannon, 2 Teslas, something along those lines. Healers are doing a good job of keeping the King alive right now, just to get him as far as he can. He's already started his miner deployment on the left there. Enemy Queen is about to go down. Bowlers took her out, but then Queen will have to come back and get this other Inferno. Bowlers are down at this point, and the miners are just going along like crazy. Max miners are an absolute crazy troop. They do an insane amount of damage, everything like that. I mean, I can't even comment on this raid just because it's so chaotic. Queen comes back, going to take out the Town Hall. Still has the ability. Uses it here just to make sure Town Hall goes down, and as well the Inferno Tower. I mean, and the miners are about to take out the other Inferno Tower right now. I believe they take out the Inferno Tower. The Queen doesn't go up and get it. A couple healers still on the Queen, just to keep her alive. A little bit risky, obviously, because of how low the health of the Queen gets. Miners come back, finish off that Inferno Tower. It should be pretty weak at this point. And he still has another heal to use to get through that one compartment. Loses his Queen. Barbarian King takes it out. Healers switch over to the miners. He has a heal down for this next compartment. And he still has a ton of miners up top as well. Just an absolute crazy raid to watch. Beautifully done. We had set up for him to hit it, and he pretty much was like, okay, and then just tripled it. So it's pretty crazy to watch something like that. And the miners with healers on it, like I said before, just absolutely crush everything. So great job, Professor Tom. Can't say it enough. You are ridiculous. That one storage kind of held up the miners, but it was kind of over at this point. Just going to speed it up a little bit just to save a little bit so I'm not over 45 minutes for a video. So all in all, great performance by everybody. Super happy. We even cleared Town Hall 11s, or 2-star Town Hall 11s perfectly. We were 4 for 4. It was just an overall great war. Was a ton of fun. I hope we can perform like this again, because obviously it's a wonderful time. And that's about all she wrote right now. I'm going to try to get my other video up from last war, from the potluck spin. I have it. Just need to edit it, everything like that. But been holding off on that. Been working so much, everything like that. And then this war performance happened, so I had to make sure to get this. I know there's like some updates or something like that coming. So like I said before, anyone needs anything videoed or explained, tutorials, anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, hit the like button at the bottom, subscribe, anything like that. Thanks, guys, and see you next war.